We'll call the state of Wisconsin versus Wayne Hollis. It's 25 CF 411, the appearances.
State appears by ADA Lillian Nelson.
Attorney Stanley Woodard with the Public Defender's Office, appearing on behalf of Mr. Hollis, who appears in person and is eligible for a public defender. I do have a copy of the complaint in this matter. As it pertains to Mr. Hollis, it is count 1, and that is a felony matter. The way reading that complaint, finding the proper cause by the court, we'd be requesting a preliminary hearing.
Right, and do we have the correct address on the complaint for Mr. Hollis?
And Mr. Hollis is this.
Okay, that's the,
Moreland Road.
yeah,
Yeah,
1054, it's from 215.
that is correct, Your Honor. Department 215, that is correct, is on the complaint.
All right, thank you. We'll make a finding of probable cause. State's on bail.
State is requesting a cash bond in the amount of $2,000 and no contact with the co-defendant, Jim Michael Skates. Also, no use or possession of controlled substances or drug paraphernalia with a valid prescription. Mr. Hollis is accused of participating in and profiting from drug distribution. He does have prior bench warrant from August 27th of 2021. His ability, along with his co-defendants, their ability to make the delivery of drugs in short order on multiple days indicates a level of proficiency and volume as to their drug business, as to indicate that they both likely have ample cash resources available to post bond. And at this point, given the seriousness of these offenses, just one moment. And the fact that these are controlled drug buys, so very strong evidence with a high likelihood of some, substantial penalty. I think that a substantial amount of cash bond is appropriate.
Attorney Woodard.
One moment, Your Honor.
No. I mean, I was looking at working places. I even deal with it. In the moment. In the DA came to me across the street on 30. He said, "You see me working for him, not for him, working for her." That's all. I don't know. Nothing to do with him.
All right, Mr. Hollis, even though he's charged with count 1, conspiracy to commit delivery, we realize that this has to be taken up in another situation or preliminary hearing, obviously. But other than that, Your Honor, he does not have any wherewithal to post any bail. He denies that he was involved with the quote unquote co-defendant in this matter. We're going to ask for a signature bond. This is not a violent offense at all. Doesn't appear that he has been doing this in the past. Regards to at least the recent past for that matter, it's only 1 count. We're asking for a signature bond.
Any response from the state?
The state would maintain its request for cash. I would just note that there is no prior drug history for Mr. Hollis, but there are prior drug arrests without clear dispositions out of it.
Well, if there's been arrest, but there's no prior convictions, Your Honor. With all due respect to what the state is saying, we reiterate for cash payment. Excuse me, for signature bond.
I knew what you meant. I think it's a close enough call. I'll order a signature bond. I'll order a no contact direct with the co-defendant that you not use or possess controlled substances, drug paraphernalia without a valid prescription. Does he want a prelim in the next?
Wait, we're gonna wait, Your Honor.
Okay, we are adjourned.
Appearing next is Ann Austin via Zoom.
We'll call the state of Wisconsin versus Ann Austin, 25 CM 1624 appearances.
State appears by ADA Lillian Nelson.
Hello, Mr. Austin. Mr. Austin appears by video from the Dane County Jail. Mr. Austin is eligible for a public defender. I do have copies of the complaint in this matter. I waive the reading of the complaint. The charges contained therein are misdemeanors on the finding of probable cause by the court. We'd be requesting We stand mute. We ask the court to enter pleas of not guilty. Thank you.
All right, and do we have a good address from Ms. Austin?
Yes, Your Honor.
So the address on the complaint is on Velvet Lane is right.
Let me get my glasses quick.
I think she said she needed to get her glasses. It's 38905 Velvet Lane in Prairie du Chien.
And I also am staying at Dairy Drive with Mr. Holton. Mr. Holton asked the police to,
I can't hear you.
She said she was staying at Dairy Drive.
Prairie Drive.
yes, that is my brother's address. I stay in Madison on Dairy Drive with Mr. Holton, starting as of this Monday.
Okay, do you know the street number at Dairy Drive?
3902.
I don't have the street number
Right,
on Dairy
but
Drive,
you-
but that's where I'm
Clerk
going to.
thinks it's 3902.
We need a number.
Yes, correct.
But I am going to be asking for an address beyond from that location, so if you might want to write another address.
All right, well-
Miss Austin, what about 615 East Washington? Can you take mail there?
Yes, that's where my mail goes. And it either goes to my brother's, either or, because I have probate. My mother
Okay,
passed.
well, we'll use the beacon for mailing purposes right now. That's the need for the address. I'll make
Yes,
findings
yes.
of probable cause. I'll get not guilty pleas entered. Looks like there's a PSA report, state's position on bail.
State is requesting a signature bond, no contact with SH, and a ban 3200 block of Dairy Drive.
Did you hear that now, ma'am? Miss
No, I
Austin?
meant, I wanted to no contact that I am in charge, but actually what I really want is us to go get we were suggested to get a marriage counselor.
All right, so can you stay away then from
No,
Stephen?
that is my home address. I made a mistake this morning. We lived there together. That has been the problem we've had, is people getting between us, so we really need a marriage counselor. We are getting along fine. In fact, Mr. Holton asked to quash this with a police officer, but the police officer, when we were in the Penske truck, which I'm paying $30 a day plus 800 some odd dollars already, we're in already.
Let me
He
say
asked,
this,
I just want to say the officer didn't know who the charge was for, but Mr. Holton said he wanted these charges dropped because he's not, even though the state picked him up. He told the police officer that the day I was taken in.
well, let me roll for a minute. I'm gonna ask the judge to decide, he'll decide it, first of all. I'm gonna ask that for no acts or threats of violence, so that you can have contact, at least my request on your behalf, said you can have contact with Stephen H., but no acts or any threats of violence. That's my request that I'm making to the.
Right. I
All
am
right,
not,
can you hear Ms. Austin? It's my turn to speak.
I'm so sorry.
So the victim alleges that this is the ex-girlfriend. She's been causing issues and coming back to his home regularly. That the defendant does not live there. She's been banned. She's not to be on the property. Given that information, I'm gonna order the no contact with SH and a ban from the 3200 block at Dairy Drive as a condition of the signature bond. And you can certainly have your lawyer file a motion to modify the bond conditions, but that's the most recent information that I have reliably from the victim and their wishes. We are adjourned.
Next is Wanda Beasley.
We'll call the state of Wisconsin versus Wanda Beasley. It's 25 CM 1634 appearances.
It appears by ADA Lillian Nelson.
Attorney Stan Woodard, Prince's office. Here on behalf of Mr. Beasley, or you? Right. All right. She's eligible for a public defender, Your Honor. I do have a copy of the complaint in this matter. I waive reading that complaint. It's a one count misdemeanor matter for finding the proper conduct of the court. We stand mute, ask court general please, and not guilty.
All right, and do we have a good address on the complaint for Ms. Beasley?
My address, hold on, which actually don't mind, my address is.
And there's people that you get your-
I live there, yeah, oh, it's not like I don't live in that.
She lives in Chicago, that address, Your Honor, is 449 East 49th Street. On the first floor. At Chicago. 60615.
Okay, thank you. I'll make a finding of probable cause, get a not guilty plea entered. There's a public safety report, state's position on bail.
State is requesting a signature bond with no contact with JUL and no alcohol.
Okay, Your Honor, did we- already did? Did we-
Yes, that's not. Yeah,
Can you do that right now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.